Hello everyone, and welcome to my I3 webinar for Cycle 5 covering Canva. My name is Hello everyone, and welcome to my I3 webinar for Cycle 5 covering Canva. My name is Christine Seapaul, and I work at Schrader Middle School in Rowlett and teach 7th and 8th grade advanced literary skills and 7th grade reading. And my partner's name is Sean Hughes, and he works at Hudson Middle School and teaches 7th and 8th grade computer explorations and communication technology. I'm going to give you a slide with our information. That way, if you have any questions, you can reach out to either of us via email, and I also am giving you my Twitter handle here. In case you have a Twitter account, you can follow me there. Like I said, feel free if you have questions afterwards. I know you don't always think of it during the webinar, but if you do think of it during the webinar, Sean will be moderating the chat and he'll do his best to answer any questions you might have. Also, be sure to hang around until the end so that you can get CPE credit for attending this virtual training. Sean will provide you with the link for credit at the conclusion of this presentation. So the topic today we are going to cover is how to use Canva. And this webinar will aid us in instructing 21st century learners and move towards a modern digital age of classwork and learning. Canva aligns with ISTE Standard 1, being an empowered learner, IST Standard 2, being a digital citizen, IST Standard 4, being an innovative designer, and ISTE Standard 6, being a creative communicator. So let's get started and jump straight into it. I'm going to walk you through a slideshow presentation that I got from Canva's Design School online that will basically just cover the basics of Canva. So when we are done today, you will feel like an expert at design. So let me pull that up here. All right. All right, you should see a screen that says this is Canva. Canva is a simple new way to design beautiful and professional graphics. It was launched in 2013, and within 14 months of launch, it had more than 1 million users creating more than 7 million designs. It released its iPad app in October 2014, which brought together its simple drag and drop design interface and provided a library of more than 1 million photos, graphics, and fonts. So you can either use this on your computer or you can use it as an app. What can we do with Canva? Canva provides a simple new way to design. It allows you to take your vision or message and translate it into a design. Users have access to more than 1 million images and graphics, beautifully designed layouts, easy photo editing and filtering capabilities, and the ability to share their designs and their work with others. There's also a social platform where you can make your designs public for anyone to see. Who designs with Canva? Anyone, really. Anyone, including non-designers, which would be most of us, can use Canva. Canva's vision is to provide an intuitive tool that allows people to create beautiful and professional designs, eliminating the friction posed by expensive and complicated platforms like Photoshop or InDesign. Canva eliminates frustration so that you can spend more time creating. Canva has found a strong presence in social media, marketing, business, entrepreneurial, and educational communities, which is really why I'm sharing it with you today. What can I create with Canva? Canva allows anyone to communicate effectively with many design types. Canva can be used for creating presentations for work, creating blog graphics, social media posts, posters, and flyers, and it will allow your students to create and design projects over any given topic. Canva gives you the tools you need to create stunning graphics to convey your message. So our agenda today, I'm not going to be able to help you create an account, but I can show you how simple it is. We can do some searching of graphics, learn how the search icon works, learn about layouts, text options, background options, and how to upload your own images into a Canva design. So I'm going to show you how to create an account. I'm just going to X out of the presentation or minimize the presentation and toggle over to another tab where I have the website up already. So you'll see right here it says Canva, new to Canva, sign up. You will sign up with Facebook, Google, or an email. I personally signed up with my email, but any three of those are an option for you, and all it's going to ask for is just your name and your email. It's not going to ask you for any other private information, just the basics so that you can create an account. So since I've already created an account, I'm just going to go ahead and click log in. And we will look at this here in a little bit, but let me go back to my presentation. All right, searching. There are two ways to search. The first way to search is to use the category folders, which you can see here on the left, that are found in the master search panel. And the second way to search is to perform a keyword search in Canva's rich library of more than 1 million stock photos. And a lot of them are very beautiful, and they're all meant to give your presentations or your designs a very professional feel. So I'm going to demo a search for you so you can see what that would look like. So here I am logged into my account. It says Christine C. Paul. There I am. I'm just going to click on social media where it says create a design. There are a lot of designs you can create. Let me just show you that real quick. So many. Social media posts, documents, blogging and ebooks, which we did this with my students. We created Kindle covers. I'll show you that at the end. That's probably my favorite thing we've done so far. Marketing materials, social media, events, ads. But I'm going to scroll back to the top and I'm just going to click social media. And I'm going to show you how to search. So at the top right here, it says search, and you can type anything you want. So I'm just going to type sunset. And there are a lot of beautiful sunset pictures. You notice they all say free, but if I continue to scroll, eventually there will be items that cost money. So this one cost $1. Obviously, we don't want our students paying for this, and we're definitely not going to pay for this. So I just completely ignore all the priced items and focus simply on the items that say free. So we just did a search here. There's also an elements button on this master search panel right here that I could click on. When I click on that, it says free photos. And this is just a hodgepodge of a ton of free photos that you can find inspiration from just scrolling through here, and none of these will cost any money. So there is two ways to search. All right, let's go back to our presentation. Grids and images. If you're using photographs in your design, which you most likely will be, always place them in a grid. Grids allow you to easily resize your images, make them larger or smaller, or manipulate the placement of your images so that you're capturing the parts of the photo that work best for your overall design. So I will show you how to do that. We'll toggle back to my account over here. Get rid of that. And let's say we like this photo. I dropped it on the grid. Here those purple lines are showing you that it's flush center, flush right, or flush left. Here's a little button down here that we can click to turn our photo however we want. And then, of course, we can resize our photo and move it wherever we want to. And I'm going to delete that for now. All right, searching for frames. Frames can be used to hold or resize your images, and they just give a decorative placeholding look to your photos, which I will show you that right now. There are some super cool frames on here. So let's search sunset again. I liked that one. If we go to, here's our picture. If we go to elements, I'm going to get out of free photos by clicking on it. Now I can see that we have a frames folder. So I'm going to click on frames. And if you scroll, these are all free frames. And let's just say we like, I don't know, this looks kind of fancy, this frame. I'm going to take my image, and the image needs to be dropped on top of this fake image they have in the middle. So if I drop that, now I have this pretty frame. But something I think is even cooler, I'm going to get rid of that, are these frames at the top. So I'm going to drag this here. Now we have to go back to our photos. And if I drag and drop an image on top of that, it just is super cool looking to me. That is considered a frame as well. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is icons and infographics. Use icons or infographic form from the Canva library if you want an alternative to photographic images. A simple icon can bring emphasis to a particular element to your design or message. In the examples, the sun and grass icons highlight the sunny and nature themes of each design. So the sun right here is the icon, and the grass right here is the icon. If we go to our elements again, I'm going to get out of frames by clicking on it. You should see an icons page that we can click on, and I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. And there are tons of icons to look at. So I think this is cool for infographic posters, which I know you might make those in science or history or even math. So let's say we're talking about a cycle or maybe even recycling. I can drag and drop any icon over here. And for recycling, notice it's pink. We usually think of green. I'll just go to this button right here and click green and make it green. And if I don't like that particular shade of green, there will be options to pick the exact shade that you want. So we'll go with that. Looks good to me. All right, shapes. Shapes are an integral part of any design and can be used in interesting and creative ways. In the examples, we've used a shape to create a border around the style sessions design and used a very narrow rectangle to separate verdant and green and a shape to highlight number 15 in the third image. So I will show you shapes now. So back to our elements folder. I'm going to click the icons to get rid of all the icons. There's a lot, by the way. Fun stuff. Okay. Let me close that folder and delete our icons. And when I delete these, I'm just pressing I'm clicking it and I'm pressing the delete button on my keyboard, or you can just hit the little trash can right up here at the top right. So we are looking at shapes right now. So I'm going to go to the shapes folder. There it is. I'm going to click on it. And there are a lot of shapes to choose from. So maybe you want to emphasize a certain element, like the examples I showed you before. We can drag and drop. We can change our background. We can even add shapes on top of shapes if we wanted to. But it's really up to you how you want to use it. There's basic things like squares and circles, and then there's the more fancy stuff like these down here. These borders, I think, make everything look really nice. I always do this with my worksheets. I take a totally plain worksheet and add a border, and all of a sudden it's much more interesting. Okay. Let's go back to our presentation. All right, we can also search by contributors. So the sunset picture, for example, earlier, if I liked that particular picture of sunsets and I thought, wow, the photographer did a really great job, I can hover over the picture and search for additional photos from that same contributor by clicking on the eye that appears when you hover your mouse over the image. This will display the contributor's name and associated keyword tags. And I can click on that contributor's name to see the other photos they've added to the Canva library. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of our shapes and go back to elements. Click out of shapes and search sunsets again. Okay, so I like this particular photo. Notice this eye right here. If I click on that, show me more info, it says that it was by user Unsplash. So if I click Unsplash, I can see all the other images that they have taken, which are all really cool, super pretty. And they have some good stuff here. So it's just a neat way to look by contributors that you just so happen to like a lot. All right, layouts. Choose a striking template. If you're not quite sure where to start with your design, choose one of the dozens of beautiful layouts the Canva design team has already created for each design template. Options include design types for presentations, social media posts, Facebook headers, etc. The beauty of Canva layouts is that they are fully customizable and you can modify the text and change the colors and backgrounds to suit your design needs. So I will show you this. This is my favorite part, and this is the wow factor for my kids because they definitely feel that professional aspect when they see the designs and then they can change it to meet their needs. They're like, wow, my work is so, quote, on fleek, as my 7th graders would say. So let me show you that. If we go to the layouts button, there are many different layouts that are already created for us that are all super cool. But I'll just click on a few for you. There's one, T for 2, girls' night. Very cool. And this is actually just showing you, what did we click? I can't remember. I think we're doing social media. So this is just the social media layouts. You can go back and you can look at the Kindle cover layouts. You can look at the Facebook header layouts, invitations, everything. There's layouts for every single category, and they all look really awesome. I'll show you how to customize. So let's say we would like to choose this one. If I click on this, I can change the name. Garland ISD. I can delete what I don't like. I can change colors as well. I go into the top and they have that same color palette grid for us. We can really just change and modify whatever we want. Get rid of that. RLNSD webinar, we'll say February. I3 webinar. Whoops. Canva. You can change really anything you want because it's already done for you. Background. So maybe I don't want the leaves for this. I can just click background and they have so many already there for you to click. I kind of like what we have now, but for this webinar, I will just click a different one. We'll drag and drop this to the background. Oh, this is an image. Okay, so let me delete that image so we can see the background. If you'll notice, there are some backgrounds that cost money. So just be wary of that. Don't get excited if you don't want to pay the dollar for it. Just stay focused on those freebies. All right, text. Use a text box. The text page is where all of Canva's text options live. Choose a large header, a mid-sized subtitle, or smaller text for your body. If you seem to default the same fonts and sizes for these 3 text types, change the default options for added convenience. Use the keyboard shortcut Control+T to quickly drop the text into your design. So I will show you the text boxes real quick. Let me just get rid of all of this. And we'll start over with a clean slate so I can show you how to add text boxes. So everything you do is going to be to the left in your master panel. So go back to the left side and you'll see the text button. And if I click on text, you'll see that there are so many neat designed text boxes there for you already. But this is what I was just talking about, how we have the heading, the subheading, and the little body. So you can really just choose whatever you want. And once again, at the top, it's just like Microsoft Word where you can change, you can bold, change the color, change the font, and they have really neat fonts already preloaded that look nice, I think. So you'll just have to play with that. And then of course you just click on it and type what you want. I'm going to delete this for now. All right, so those neat pre-designed text holders that we saw just a second ago, if you don't feel confident with placing text in your design or you're not quite sure how to pair fonts, just try using one of those designed text holders. They're all in color, font, and size changeable, so you can make adjustments as needed so they'll fit within your design. So we'll go back to look at that. All of these are pre-designed text holders. And you can change the colors just by clicking on the different elements to whatever you'd like. You can even print these up for your kids. There we go. But just scroll through these. There's super cool ones in there. I'll just pull some out so you can see. Lots to choose from and all customizable. You just click and add whatever you want. Color, sizing, different fonts, it's all up to you. All right, backgrounds. Choose a solid color if you would like. If you're creating a simple text-only design, choose a solid colored background to provide a bold and clean backdrop for your design. In the examples, we've opted for a bright blue and bold red against the I am feeling sassy text. You can also choose a Canva background. If you want a background that offers more depth or visual interest, choose one of the pre-designed Canva backgrounds. These range from more minimalist photographic style images to textured or patterned backgrounds. Just be wary of the ones that are free and the ones that are $1. Uploads. This is one of the cool things, I think, especially for the educational world, because a lot of times we need to create flyers and maybe we want to add our own school mascot logo or the GISD logo or something specific that Canva probably wouldn't already have uploaded within their database. So you can upload your own images and opt for a personal photo by uploading it into your Canva design here. When you click on the upload your images, your Finder or in your Mac or your Explorer in your Windows window will open, allowing you to browse your directories to locate the image you would like to upload. The images can be JPEGs, PNG, or SVG files. You can also upload images from Facebook, Canva does have a Facebook integration, allowing you to link your account to Canva Design so you can choose images which you've uploaded to your Facebook accounts. So I will show you how to upload an image. If you look at this master panel, on the left it says Uploads, and you click on Upload Your Own Images, and then you can go to your pictures or wherever it is that you store images on your computer. I already have a few that I looked at earlier, so here's one of me. You can really add one of whatever you want, but you can see that I can add this image that's personal and that's mine, and it'll make my design uniquely my own. Some helpful tips. Download options. When you're done with your design, the best part is you can export it as a PDF or PNG. Click on Options in the upper right to export specific pages or publish your design with crop marks and bleed. You can also share and collaborate. When you're done with your design, you can export it, or you can collaborate with your colleagues by sharing with them. Canva provides great ways for you to share your designs. You can post it on your Facebook or Twitter accounts or email the design to a friend. That's what I have my students do. When they get on Canva, when they finish their design, they have my email and they just send it to me and I can download it straight to my computer. You can also copy and paste a URL which links directly to the design and provide a read-only or editable access for collaboration purposes. You can rearrange the pages in your design by clicking on the up or down arrows on the right of each page of your design. This is more so for designs that require multiple pages like presentations. Clicking on the trash icon will delete the page, and the double page icon will allow you to duplicate the existing page that you've worked on. So now that I hope you feel like you know some of the basics, I'm going to exit out of this presentation, which by the way was created with Canva. I downloaded it from their design school, but this presentation is just another example of something you can do with Canva. So if I go to, I'm going to get out of here, go to my Canva. I'm going to quickly show you how to create what we did in my honors class. I had the kids read a book and they created a novel cover for the book, The Watsons Go to Birmingham. And this was actually an assignment we did recently. Thank you. In multiple of my classes, not just my honors class, and they all really liked it. So let me show you how to create a quick novel cover. The novel was The Watsons Go to Birmingham. So I'll show you in just a couple minutes how easy it is, because I know our webinar is over in 2 minutes, and so I'm going to challenge myself to make a professional Kindle cover in 2 minutes. So if I click on Kindle cover, I'm just going to go ahead and look and say, I like this one. Pre-designed for me. Change the title, The Watsons Go to Birmingham. Actually, we'll do this. Go to Birmingham. Obviously, it's too big, so I'm going to make it smaller. I don't think that background has anything to do with the design, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to Elements, Free Photos, Car, Watsons Go to Birmingham. There's my background, or I could do this. And there's my novel page. This one is not as cool as some of my other ones. I'll show you what we did in my class. Here's a cover, and here's another cover using that cool frame. So I hope that today has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please ask. I am happy to answer any questions you might have about Canva, and I hope that your students find it fun, maybe you can assign projects asking them to do one-pagers or posters, and it's just another way to integrate technology into your classroom. So I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. Bye.